Is the Milo nice? You're spilling all over. Look, see? Look at this. Okay, that's your last spoon. My goodness. Okay, alright, enough. Okay. Okay, alright, alright. Okay. Ugh.
They asked me how I knew my true love was true. I must be blind. Something here inside cannot be denied.
Hello, test. Ah, damn, stupid win. Right now we're at Maxwell Food Centre and we're going to do an interesting experiment. But first a backstory. Pop around Maxwell Food Centre on any day and you see the all famous Tian Tian Chicken Rice. Arguably Singapore's most famous chicken rice stall. Thanks to food celebrities like Anthony Bourdain who gush over the rice, saying that it's fragrant and delicious. And Tian Tian actually winning the Singtel Hawker Heroes Challenge against Gordon Ramsay in 2012. As a result, there's a constant stream of tourists from all over the world who actually flocked to Maxwell Food Centre for a plate of Tian Tian's famous chicken rice. Yeah, but there's another story here. In 2012, Wong Lian Tai, an ex-veteran chef from Tian Tian, he's been an ex-veteran chef of Tian Tian for about more than 20 years. He broke away and set up his own stall called Thai Chicken Rice. He set up his own stall a few doors down. For a lot of local foodies, right, the biggest question has been which chicken rice tastes better. We're actually gonna try both plates today. We're gonna order the exact same identical plate and eat them at the same time, and we'll compare the results. Let's go. Chicken饭3块半。好，对。
啱啦。嚟你先。
Hello, 3块半了。Hello, test. Okay. Well, we've now got both plates of chicken rice here. Okay, this is Thai's one. Okay, it looks like they give you mainly breast meat, unless you request. The meat doesn't look that impressive today. It looks like breast meat, but let's see how it tastes. Now this is Tian Tian. I think that they're trying to up their game now. Just look at what you get. Proper pieces of skin. I just asked for chicken rice, that's it, and this is what I got. I don't know whether they actually gave me more because I was carrying a camera, but hopefully not. So bear that caveat in mind. You're given meat which is close to the bone, which is good. 2 chili sauces. Color looks more or less the same. The Thai's one looks a bit grainier. One thing about Tian Tian is that they don't serve soup at all. They've actually phased out the soup, so you don't get any soup with your meal. If that's a concern for you, okay, but Thai you still get soup over here. There you go. The thing about soup is that for the older generation, once you have soup, okay, you don't need to order a separate drink. Have you ever felt that whenever you're eating hawker food which has got soup, some form of soupy dish or soup at the side, and then you order a separate drink, you find there's almost too much liquid? That's because last time people were so poor that they could only order a dish and then it came with soup and that was your drink. It's a different case these days. Let's try the chili sauce. I'm gonna try Thai's one. Oh, spicy, a bit tangy. There's a savory note in there, but it is spicy, my god. Yep, there's definitely a tang over there. Tian Tian's one. Oh, okay, this is less tangy, it's more savory, it's more rounded, it's less spicy. There is a little bit of tang, but it's very slight. There's more stock flavor inside, there's more soy sauce flavor inside. Way less spicy, so if you're a chili fan, you won't like this one. I suspect that they've actually toned down the spiciness because there are so many tourists here. Whereas the Thai, they've actually chosen to actually keep the spiciness way high. Now for the rice. This is Tian Tian's rice. Smell wise, there's a decent fragrance in there. It's not particularly strong. Slight savoury note to it, a bit of bounce. Nice whole grains, not as oil rich as I thought it would be, but that's okay because there's a lot of skin in the oil. There's a lot of oil in the skin. Now for Athai's rice. Let's smell it first. Oh, got a very slightly stronger fragrance. Not too much though. Oh wow, this is really good rice. A little bit more oil on the rice, more al dente. The rice is springier here. Let's try it again. Wow, I really love this rice. Just to make sure, let's go back to Tian Tian. There's a little bit more of a chicken stock flavour in the Tian Tian one. The rice isn't as springy at all. You know, it's sort of like falls flat just a bit. In conclusion, there are a few things which are the same. The same oil richness, it looks more or less the same. There's a springier texture in the Athai rice, but there's a little bit more flavour in the Tian Tian chicken rice. There is a softness in the rice at Tian Tian. The taste is there, but the texture, okay, could be better. Now for the chicken itself, Athai, they gave breast meat. Wow, there's a supremely delicate chicken flavour and it's wonderfully enveloping. It's wonderful actually. The chicken is very, very soft, extremely soft. To be fair, I'm going to take some of the breast meat from Tian Tian rather than the chicken leg. So this is the breast plus a bit of skin, exactly what I tried for Athai. God. Okay, it's too close to call. It's really too close to call. The tenderness is just about there. It's moist, both are moist in fact. That being said, when you order a 350 plate of chicken rice from Tian Tian, right? You know, again, as I said, I don't know whether it's because they saw my camera, but they actually gave me more pieces. They sort of like mixed up the wing plus the breast, so you're actually getting more value for your money at Tian Tian. They also offer cucumber, but it's the same. Cucumbers are all without the skin. I wish they actually added skin because that's where all the nutrition is. But hey, I think we've moved past the age where like nobody eats a cucumber skin anymore. People eat cucumber skin, just put it in. So now I'm going to try Tian Tian's chicken plus rice plus a bit of chili. Nice mouthful there. Great, wonderful. That was a wonderful bite. The fact that you actually add the chili inside, right? It ups the savouriness a bit. Now for Athai's one. This Athai's one, chicken plus chili plus rice. It's a rice lah. It's a less full, less enveloping taste. But you can taste the chicken, you can taste the chili, you can taste the rice. There's certain separateness to it, which is nice. So there's the bounciness of the rice. There's a bit of tang in the chili, which actually gives it an additional dimension to it. But the chicken plays kind of like a backseat role here. So as I was saying, Tian Tian actually offers you meat close to the bone in the 350 plate. And that's where the juiciness comes in straight away. Wonderful. Very, 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 very slightly dry. Very slightly. You know, if it was just poached just a few seconds less, right? But that said, neither does Athai. Soft, but it's not quite there yet. One thing great about Tian Tian, whether you like it or not, is that they put a very concentrated chicken stock on top, so that basically accentuates the chicken flavour. So you get that pow feeling in your mouth. There are people who like that, there are people who don't. Okay, in this next bit, I explain why, but I didn't quite crystallize what I was trying to say. In chicken rice, the overall flavour combination is what counts, and the approach for both stalls is very, very different. At Tian Tian, eating the chicken, rice and a bit of chili all at once yields a singular, full, enveloping taste with an overall softer texture. It's almost bordering on mush, albeit very delicious mush. Okay, but are you able to taste the natural flavour of the chicken? Absolutely not. The very flavoursome stock and chili sauces are essentially what you taste. Do this experiment if you're ever at Tian Tian. Tuck into some rice, the stock sauce, the chili sauce, and without the chicken, and then do it again, but add the meat. I guarantee you that there will be a marginal difference in the overall taste. Let me position this right. This is, in essence, the signature taste of Tian Tian, and you'll have to queue quite a bit for it. At A Tai though, every ingredient has its own distinct character. The gravy is also not so intense at A Tai, so that you can focus on the natural taste of the chicken. Focus on the rice, and then you can appreciate its springy texture. Focus on the chili, and it's got that zesty zing, which changes to the character of the dish when you add it in. So there are all these different elements at play, but alas, it's not the taste of Tian Tian. Oh, there you go. Back to the vlog. In the past, when they first started, it was really too close to call. They were almost virtually the same, indistinguishable. You couldn't tell the difference. But now, after a few years, right, they've tweaked their recipe such that Tian Tian has more or less remained the same, but A Tai has sort of veered away from the traditional Tian Tian taste. One thing about Tian Tian is that you order a 350 plate, and you have all this wonderful chicken skin. Look at that. Wonderful chicken skin. When it comes to chicken rice, you have to have a little bit of chicken skin, otherwise it doesn't count. Let's take some of A Tai's soup. From A Tai, Tian Tian, no soup. Just provide the damn soup, Ken. The best bite would actually be a bit of the meat which is close to the bone from Tian Tian, and a bit of A Tai's rice. I'm going to put both chili sauces inside. One massive bite here. Oh, mixing the two doesn't make the perfect chicken rice at all, unfortunately. So thanks for watching another episode of Craig's Big Eats, where I eat through the whole of Singapore. This time it's Maxwell. If you like this episode, give a like, subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Color looks more or less the same. Yep, looks more or less the same.